my name is Fabio Orso and this is an EQ Festival video. Today we're gonna talk about what I personally think is one of the most fascinating places one could possibly go to. The only one on earth where people can dive into the materialized dream that a film is. Le cinéma. Its origins are to be found in 1894 with Thomas Edison's kinetoscope parlor, where one person per time could enjoy GIF-like movies in these big peep show boxes, the kinetoscopes indeed. The first real public projection of a motion picture was the Lumiere brothers one, which took place in Paris in 1895. You know, the one with the train scaring the audience. This was made possible thanks to their new invention, the cinematograph, which just gave the name to everything in this field. The first place is fully dedicated only to movie shows were the Nickelodeons, which by the way had nothing to do with this. First one was opened in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 1905 and consisted in a small room where people could enjoy films for just a nickel, 5 American cents. Of course, as the demand for movies skyrocketed, the prices went up, and the name became soon obsolete. Movies were silent and usually accompanied either by a pianist or an orchestra, basing on how fancy the place was. In 1925, Warner Bros. Vitaphone set the ground for the so-called talkies, as known as sound movies, just like when you tap on a video on Instagram. Color started to be used widely in the late 30s, thanks to Technicolor's inventions, but it took time for it to become that standard because it was just expensive. Also, did you know that eating in cinemas was not allowed until the Great Depression? Cinemas wanted to keep themselves smell and chewing free, until they needed money. Another big challenge came from the diffusion of television in the 50s, which led the industry to change the movie format from TV-like 4/3 to the wider and more spectacular 16:9. The first implementation of 3D technology came along too. From then on, if we exclude the drive-in golden era, cinemas basically have been looking as they are today. They just kept increasing the number of screens and made seats more and more comfy. Unfortunately, the introduction of home video along with TV shows and then the rise of streaming platforms have progressively transformed people's approach to cinema, limiting movie-going only to an occasion of watching movies earlier than on laptop. But hey, it is undeniable that what makes the difference between couch and numbered seat is the experience of going to a movie. I mean, still today, it is an event. You decided to go there and experiment something that is not really that common nowadays. Collectivity. A bunch of strangers who willingly share a dark room for 2 hours, taking a break from their lives and phones to be transported into a work of imagination. Isn't that beautiful? Like, people really don't check their socials for that long only when they sleep now. And that's why at the AQ we love cinema so much. You do too? Join us at the Lincoln and Les Sept Parnassiens on the 5th, 6th and 7th of April. You'll be able to watch a total of 80 movies and participate to collective events such as after parties, discussion panels and workshops. All you need is one single ticket you can purchase on our website. The 14th European Independent Film Festival. Dare to be indie.